Hi guys, this is Ken. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about grief and how it changes you as a person. And it is just unfortunate that as I'm doing this video, I'm actually mourning another loss. I got a message this morning that my uncle died. Suddenly, he wasn't sick at all. He just died. So today has been a really horrible day, and yeah, it's been a horrible day. I've been crying all morning. So that sucked. That sucked. So yeah. Okay, so I just thought to myself, let me just do this video, and if I get too sad, then I'll just not upload it. So yeah. I actually remember this one time. It was a couple years ago, and he was getting married. Him and my aunt were getting married, so they were planning the wedding. So they were at his parents' house. So all the cousins were there, as I think it was a couple of weeks leading up to the wedding. Yeah, we were all there. And I remember this one time after taking a bath, all my cousins and I could see we this is so funny. After taking a bath, we put on some lotion, but we put Vaseline on, right? We put some Vaseline on, and I think we looked a mess because then my aunt saw us and she said, "Okay, Kenny, go show your dad." My uncle, "Go show your dad. Just go to him and say, oh look, dad, we put some some lotion on." No, no, no. I remember now. He said, "Go and say to him, look, dad, we took a bath." So we ran to him. We ran looking for him. We went downstairs and we were like running, rushing to find him. And we did find him. And we said, "Look, dad, we took a bath." And he couldn't stop laughing. He couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, I just thought about that. That was, yeah, it was just one of my favorite memories of him. So yeah, and yeah, yes, he was. Oh dear, this is actually so horrible. I am so heartbroken. So yeah, he was actually one of the best human beings ever. He is one of the few men that I know and knew that was just an absolutely amazing human being, and losing him is just so painful. So painful. I've just been crying all morning. Um, it's been really hard. It's been really difficult, and I heard that last year in April. In April, I was in this same space where I was mourning over someone when there was a loss. So this truly sucks. Okay, so to get to my video, for me, I feel like I'm no stranger to loss because um before 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 10 years old, I lost 4 siblings and my dad. So I lost three siblings, and then 6 months after my dad died in April, and then in October, that's 6 months, yeah. In October, I lost my little sister, who was the fourth one, right? I lost my fourth sibling. This was 2013, and after that, yeah, it really broke my heart because the other three, I think I was so young that, and I did realize that okay, loss is this. Loss means someone is gone forever, right? But I don't think I fully realized what forever meant because I was so young. So when I lost them, I didn't know much, and so I think that helped me not really break. It was painful, but I feel like it wasn't as excruciating because I didn't really know what forever meant or what death truly meant. But when my dad died, I did know what it meant. I did know more. I knew a little bit better what loss and what death meant, right? But even then, I think a part of me also thought, okay, he's dead, but he'll come back. Because the way it happened, he would come and visit my aunt, right? Because he was working in a different country. So he would come back and you'd be staying with his sister, and then I'll go see him. So, so get this, I go there, I see him, and then he's um he's supposed to go in like 2 days. I think it was 2 days. He was scheduled to go in 2 days, go back to work. So I said my goodbyes and I went back home, right? I went back home to my mom. I went back home, and then he died a day later. He died a day later, and he wasn't sick. He just died, right? He just did a nose bleed, and that was that. So in my head, when I heard that he died, I didn't think, oh, I'm never gonna see my dad again, because I was thinking, no, my dad went back to work. My dad said goodbye to me. So I don't know what you guys are crying for, because my father is not dead. He's dead, but he's coming back. I don't know what was going on in my head, but that's what I told myself. I told myself, he's gonna come back. He's dead, but he's gonna come back because he said goodbye. He's going back to work. So I don't know why you guys are crying. I was crying at that point, but I was only crying because other people were crying. Because other people were crying. That is the only reason I was crying, not because I was feeling pain. No, I was crying because my mother was crying like a crazy person. I was like, oh my goodness, mom. Because she was losing her mind. She was crying, just saying, oh, my child, what, she was crying, like speaking about, like, oh, what is my child going to do now? What is Ken going to do now? And stuff like that. She was crying, and I was thinking, what do you mean? My dad went back to work. My dad is gonna come back. So I was thinking, oh, he's gonna come back in August, because that would be the next holiday after April. I was like, oh, I'll see him in August, obviously. So I don't know why my mom was losing her mind, right? Up until, you know what, even after the casket came, I still was like, oh well. But when I saw the body, that was the first, actually the only body. No, not the only now, but up until last year, it was the only body I had seen, a dead body. Because I never wanted to go to a funeral after that. So I saw him in the casket, and he was in there. He was not moving, and I wanted to speak to him. And then my mom said, Ken, that you're dead. Did you see him? And I said, yeah, mom, I saw him. Said, yeah, I see him. And then they closed the casket, and that was that. And so I realized, okay, they're closing the casket, and he's inside. So my dad is really gone. That's when I truly realized that, okay, so my father is really gone. My dad is, I'm never gonna see him again. He's truly gone. Because after that, we then went to the graveyard, and they put him in the ground. And yeah, and then I realized, oh, they really buried him. So he's not gonna come back. So that's when I fully realized that, okay, my father truly is gone. And I began crying all over again. I was a mess from that point, because I truly realized, like, okay, we've put him in the dead and we closed him. He's inside there, so he is truly gone. So that was just awful. I will never forget that. And that's when I developed this fear of funerals, funerals and dead bodies. But the weirdest thing is, I stopped fearing death at that point, but I still didn't like it. I stopped fearing my own death, but my fears over losing someone I loved, they intensified. I had such fear of losing a loved one, such intense fear that I would pray whenever I would pray. I would pray over whenever I would pray at night. I would say everyone's name, praying like, God, please don't let this person die, don't let this person die, don't let this person die. I would say their names as I was praying, because I was so scared that someone else I love would die. So for a long time, it didn't happen until my grandfather in 2020, and that was also heartbreaking. And yeah, and at that point, I thought, you know what? I don't think anyone else is gonna die. I don't think I'm gonna lose anyone else. But then I lost one of my dead sisters. Um, there were two were left, and so one died. So now there's only one. I only have one aunt, my paternal side. And so she died, and yeah. Then fast forward to last year, 2025. My brother, who was 25, he turned 25 on the 20th of January. He was born in 2000. He died. He died. So when he died, because with each loss, I feel like with each loss, I changed. Fundamentally. I feel like something changed in me. Because when I lost my siblings, right, I realized, okay, nothing really is guaranteed. Like I could lose someone I love any minute, right? And so that intensified my fear surrounding loss. I got more afraid of other people dying. I wasn't afraid of dying, but I was afraid of losing people. That was my biggest thing. And I think I got some abandonment issues because of that. Because when my dad died, it really felt like I was alone because because the environment I was living in was so chaotic. I would always think, you know what, it's fine. One day my dad will come and he'll take me out from this place. But when he died, I realized that okay, no one is coming to save me. Like truly now no one is coming to save me. I am alone. I am by myself. And so I have to do my best to survive, which means doing everything I'm told and trying to just survive this place. Right. And that gave me so many issues as far as holding on to people and not holding on to people, which is a weird balance because I feel like I became someone who held on to people really tightly, but also at the same time, it made me someone who let go of people really easily because I was I was so okay with losing people or drifting apart as long as they were alive because in my head I thought people live your life in either two ways, either by footsteps or by casket, and the former to me was more acceptable and was more digestible because at least you'd be alive. Because my biggest fear would be for someone to be gone forever, for me to never see them again, or for me to realize that okay, they are truly gone. So if it's by casket, if I know that this person has died, it's so permanent and it's so scary and so painful. And so I did not hold on to people that as tightly anymore because I knew that the alternative would be holding on to them and then them dying, which would break me, would absolutely break me. So I became a little bit more guarded as far as allowing people into my life. I was still allowing people in my life, but not in the way I was before. Because before I was so full of love and so willing to give it all away. I really was. I really was. I was so open to the world, and with each loss, I became a little bit more closed off, a little bit more guarded, a little bit more self-protective. I wasn't completely closed off, but at the same time, I was not fully open, not as open as I was before I knew loss. And so it helped me survive for the longest time. And after my grandfather and my aunt, I thought, you know what? At this point, I've lost so many people already, but I think it's fine now. I think I'm gonna get a break now. I know, which is crazy now that I think about it. But then 2025, my brother was killed. And I got a message. A voice note from our neighbor telling me, "Oh, your brother has died." And I could hear my mom crying in the background on the voice note. I could hear her crying, and that broke my heart. And that sound still rings in my head. I still remember her wailing in the background, her crying. I could feel it. I could feel the pain in her voice. She was devastated and absolutely broken. And the last time I'd heard her crying like that, was when we lost my grandfather, and when we lost my little sister. When we lost my little sister, she was in so much pain. She was crying and like passing out from crying. It was that bad. And so to hear that sound again, that it wasn't it was not okay. It absolutely broke my heart because I kept thinking, I wish all the pain in the world would come to me and not her, because she has lost so much already. Why does this keep happening? And with my brother dying, it changed me as well, for better and for worse, because because his death, like I said, he was 25, so I wasn't just mourning the loss of him, right? I was just mourning the loss of him and the memories, because that's the most painful part. Remembering the person, the memories, that is what causes so much pain. It wasn't just me mourning the memories we made along the way, but no, it was also mourning the life he would not get to have. It was also mourning the memories that we would never get to make with my other siblings. It was mourning the future that now would not be possible because he died. So yeah, so that was horrible. That was horrible because I kept thinking, oh, so you're not even gonna be 30. You're not gonna celebrate your 30th birthday, and you're not gonna see my 21st birthday. You're gone now. You're not gonna see our little sister be 16, be 18. No, I think she was 16 when he died. You're not gonna see our little sister be 18, be 17. You won't get to see that. You won't get to see our mother grow old. That just, yeah, that made it all the more painful because I kept thinking of everything I wanted us to do, and now it's completely impossible. And it's better if we're fighting and we hate each other, but we are still alive. But you being dead means it's gone, like forever, like there's no way around it. Every celebration, every milestone, we still have you at the back of our minds thinking, oh, he's not here to celebrate this with me, he's not here to witness this. So that was, I think, the hardest part. Still is the hardest part, just thinking about that. It still is. So yeah, it really is horrible. And with him, I had to deal with so many different feelings. I kept thinking, why am I always the one who gets to stay? Why am I the one who's deserving of staying, of being alive? Why do people keep dying? I kept thinking that. I kept thinking, I wouldn't mind if it was me. If he got to live, I genuinely would not mind. Like all my siblings, like I genuinely would give all my years so that they would all be alive, because all those losses, they took so much from my mom and from us. And if I could prevent it, if by me not being alive I could change that and make it that they're here, then I would have done it without a second thought. And so yeah, just so horrible. And to think that someone took him from us, that also made the grieving process more difficult. And to this day I'm still grieving, to this day I'm still in pain, and I don't know how to get back to who I was before. And I don't think that's gonna happen because it's been a year now, and although I am functioning, I am still in that same place. I am still in that same place. I still feel the pain of his loss. I still feel heartbroken, and I don't think it's ever gonna go away. I think I just have to carry it with me, to carry his memory with me, to carry the pain with me, because in every moment Every moment, every waking moment, I have the pain. I'm no longer 100% happy. In every moment when I am happy, there's always that sadness of the loss, the sadness of losing him. It's always there, and I don't think it's gonna go away. But that's fine. That's fine, because isn't it that they say that that the pain will be as deep as the love was? And I did love my brother so much, and I just hate that the price of love is pain. Because when you love someone and you lose them, that love will just turn into devastating pain, like incredible pain that you cannot even describe in words. So, yeah, sometimes it gets so exhausting because you keep thinking, why did I have to stay? Why did I deserve to live more than him? He was so full of life, and yet his whole life ahead of him. And so it's so painful. It's incredibly painful, and yeah. And today, someone else died. I don't know. I don't know why this keeps happening. I just think we all need a break. I think we all need a break. At some point, really, I will just need a fucking break because, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's all. That's all. Yeah. So, loss truly changes you as a person. It changes you. With my brother dying, I now try to show as much love as I can to everyone, every person I love. I make sure that they know it and that I show them that I love them. I don't expect anything in return. And also my capacity, my threshold for 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 pain and for patience in things that are causing me pain, especially mentally, things that are exhausting. I no longer have the same emotional bandwidth I had. I give up really easily now. I focus on important things and on people who are good for me. That is that is the one of the good things that came out of all this pain. I don't take pain from anyone anymore. I don't. I don't. I will be damned if I choose pain or if I let someone cause me pain and I stay, or if it's a friendship or if it's any relationship in my life and it's causing me pain or it's causing me to get to a point where I'm emotionally exhausted. I am so quick now to walk away. I will not take any more pain. I will not take any pain that I do not have to. I will not ever choose pain. So, so yeah, if you're dealing with loss, just know that you are not alone. And so if you need someone to talk to, just send me a message. I am always, even when I'm crashing out, I am always ready to lend a helping hand or just an ear. Yeah, so, and yeah, they lied to you, it doesn't get better. You just grow with it. You just grow with the pain. And so, and also, it might be okay today, and then tomorrow you are crying, and because you see a shade that reminds you of them, or you see a show, or just a phrase. There's so much that will remind you of your late loved one, and that there's just no way around it. But let yourself feel the loss. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to hide from it or suppress it or just try to run away from it. I promise you it will catch up to you. So just feel it. There's no other way around it. And I'm so sorry, but there really isn't. I tried. I tried to suppress it. I tried to run away from it, to gaslight myself into being okay, but that does more harm than good. It just takes way longer for you to function if you do that. So spend this moment and spend this time remembering your loved one and letting yourself cry if you need to, and just know that they knew that you loved them. I promise you, they knew. No matter what happened before they died, just know that they knew you loved them, and one single moment does not define your entire relationship. They know. So don't worry about that. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for watching my video. And yeah, if anyone watching this video, if you need someone to talk to, I am right here. Just send me a message. I am right here. I'm not going anywhere. And yeah, I'm always available to talk or to listen. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.